My involvement in World Bible School came at the offering of that opportunity to me by a good friend of ours who was a preacher at the church we attended in South Texas. I came here in 1990 and brought that work with me, selected GCR a good deal because of the WBS work that Golf Course Road was already involved in. And then when the person who was doing that at the time in '94 retired, I was asked to take it over. So I've been in charge of World Bible School at Golf Course Road since 1994. We have people who give us the names of new students who would like to study the Bible for free. We take those names and send them introductory lessons, all by correspondence. They do the lessons, they mail them back to us, we grade them and send the next lesson. We correspond with them, we grade the existing lessons, and we answer letters and questions that they might ask. For many, many years, it was a work that you didn't see immediate results from. You knew you were doing good by planting the seed, but you didn't see a lot of actual growth. You took it on faith, and you just assumed that by doing your role, God would take care of the rest. And we have found out that that is truly what happens with it. Thomas was a student of mine. In 1997, he began. And you have a lot of students. Most of the students don't even write to you. A lot of it's because of their English skills, and they're embarrassed about the fact they don't speak like you do or as well as you do. So most of them, you just get lessons and you grade and you send the next lesson. And how much good you're doing, you really don't have a feeling for.
Yeah, it was back in 1997, and I just got to know about World Bible School through reading the paper. And then after I received the form from a friend and filled it and sent, I kept on tackling questions and returning them for marking. And when receiving lessons, I could do a booklet within 3 days and send it back. So I went that way for about 1 year. And when it reached 1998, June, I did a book entitled Born of Water and Spirit. And what I read in it made me to change my mind. And I decided to be baptized.
Thomas, it seemed pretty evident to me early on that he was a serious student of the Bible. Then I got to visit him personally at a church he established after he became baptized as an adult. In 1999, I visited that location. Thomas had already built the church and expanded it in that year. Thomas evolved from a student to a worker, to a teacher and tool of the Spirit in my mind. And he became our story of what God can do through an individual.
At the beginning, we started worshiping under the mango tree. And we tried through thick and thin to get people. We invited World Bible School students within the community. They came. We conducted Bible studies regularly. And we realized that through doing that, our efforts bore a fruit, and many people start coming to Church of Christ.
One of the issues or problems with World Bible School has always been the fact that you were here and the student was way over there. And you had no way of having someone in country to do face-to-face teaching or follow-up work. In the beginning, we had only a staff person, secretary, who would sort of coordinate the getting of the lessons and the mailing them and the supplying of the names to us. In about 1998 or 9, we started adding one at a time workers in the field, sort of evangelists that we knew of or that had been students of ours, in an attempt to expand the network and provide that local follow-up work. And we've grown it from Originally, we started with 2 or 3 people, and today we have 22 or 23 full-time people doing follow-up work scattered around the country. And so the program has grown, and the effectiveness of the program has grown from originally having maybe 10 to 12 baptisms a year to now we have over 1,000 baptisms a year and plant about a dozen churches each year. And that's extremely significant. The numbers are so staggering. When I talk about 1,000 baptisms, most people, that will either go right over your head, or you won't believe it, or it won't sink in, because we don't have access to those numbers. We don't see that in the church here. You begin to fully recognize that, you're not in charge, you're not doing this. You're part of something that's much, much greater, and you begin to feel that you get to see God in action, or the Spirit in action, which is something that I think few of us get to see. And so being a part of something in another country and going over and being able to touch it and hug those Christians and sit down and break bread with them gives you a true feeling of unity.